Merry Bowl season, everyone. I'm Brett Gibbons with thelines.com, and today we're breaking down the Guaranteed Rate Bowl, maybe the worst name in bowl season, between Oklahoma State and Wisconsin. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the Lines YouTube channel, as we're here breaking down all 41 bowl matchups and the national championship game as bowl season chugs along here. But the Guaranteed Rate Bowl, Wisconsin, a 3.5-point favorite over Oklahoma State. This one kicks off on Tuesday, December 27th. 10:15 p.m. Eastern time. So get a cup of coffee before you watch this one. It's aired on ESPN. It's got an over-under of just 43 points. Not too surprising when you're talking about the teams that we're dealing with here. They're also playing it in a baseball park. Chase Field, home of the Arizona Diamondbacks out there in the desert. Last year, they left the roof open. It is a retractable roof. And it rained. So hopefully they close that up if they think that they're going to be getting some rain here. But this one, there's one game every year, at least one, but this is the one. I like to call it the opt-out bowl. There's a lot here, so stick with me. Oklahoma State, they're without leading tackler Mason Cobb. He transferred. They're without starting quarterback Spencer Sanders. He's hurt. He's also transferring. Their leading rusher Dominic Richardson. He's transferring. Starting defensive end Trace Ford, transfer. Starting safety Thomas Harper, transfer. On the other side, Wisconsin, starting quarterback Graham Mertz, transfer. All-American linebacker Nick Herbig. He is not playing in this game. He's focusing for the NFL draft. That is a major, major loss to the Wisconsin defense. Their starting center, Joe Tippin, starting defensive lineman Keanu Benton, starting corner Jay Shaw. Those guys all hit the portal. So we are dealing with stripped down teams. Make sure you're keeping up with who is and who is not playing before you're placing a bet on here. This is going to be the last game coached under Jim Leonhard for Wisconsin because Luke Fickell's taken over. Fickell actually did assist here in bowl prep, but I know that Wisconsin was really looking, the players were, a lot of the fans were looking to retain Jim Leonhard. Well, he's not sticking around. Unfortunately, they did go with the splash hire in Luke Fickell, and it's a good hire. These players may be a little bit more motivated to play under Jim Leonhard, and we've seen that already in bowl season with teams like UAB. That was really excited to play for Brian Vincent. You know, they get up a little bit more to play for these guys they really like in their last game with the team. So because of all these opt-outs, you kind of have to look at season performance differently. So I can throw out EPA, per play numbers, success rate, efficiency metrics. It doesn't really matter all that much because half of these guys aren't playing. One thing that does matter, though, you're looking at Mike Gundy. He's an excellent coach in bowl games, 11-5 against the spread. In the postseason, a 16-year bowl coaching advantage over Jim Leonhard, who, of course, has 0 here. So you're looking at a big coaching bump for Oklahoma State, which really does matter, especially when you're trying to kind of piece together a roster to play and get guys focused and kind of knowing how to prep for these games and how to do it. And they also have a little bit of a travel advantage. Wisconsin's come from a long ways away, but Phoenix is an easy city to get to, so I don't really think there's a big disruption there. So, but you're looking at the Pokes. They collapsed. Absolutely collapsed down the stretch. I don't know if they're all that motivated to play in this game. They didn't look motivated to play in their other games earlier. They were terrible on offense. Their defense was not as good as it is last year. And it's just a tough team to bet on in terms of momentum and motivation. I really think this game's going to come down to which backup quarterback plays less catastrophic football. I know what I'm getting in Gunnar Gundy or whoever Oklahoma State kind of trots out there, and it is abysmal. Like, drop the difference between Spencer Sanders and whoever else is out there it's a pit of despair. So I know what I'm getting from Oklahoma State. I don't know what I'm getting from Wisconsin. I don't know if it matters all that much at Wisconsin. You know, they're able to win games in spite of Graham Mertz not playing very well. They have Braylon Allen, who's probably the best player left on either of these teams, prolific running back who is going to play. And Oklahoma State, not great up front against the run. They're missing some guys. So I think it's going to lean into the run game. I don't know if Wisconsin's quarterbacking situation is going to matter quite nearly as much as Oklahoma State. And that's why I'm worried about betting on Oklahoma State. But at this juncture, when you have the 3 and the hook, after sitting on 3 for so long, even 2.5 earlier, it's now moved through 3, kind of feels like Oklahoma State is maybe the better bet here at this juncture based on closing line value. They're far less penalized, which is great. Again, Mike Gundy, terrific against the spread in bowl games, but I'm not placing a bet on a team that fell apart down the stretch. I'm not betting on a team that's missing all of these guys, no matter what the other team's missing. I'm not betting Wisconsin. I'm not betting the side on Wisconsin at this point. On this side of 3, with the circumstances they have going on, late night out in the desert, it is an unplayable number at 3.5. I am absolutely not laying 3.5 there. Maybe considerations if it was 2.5 before, maybe a consideration at 3, but it's not a satisfying thing to hear. And people don't love when I don't have a play in these videos, but good luck finding long-term betting success when you're betting on games with this kind of setup. Sometimes the best play is no play. You can maybe look at betting under 43 if you think it's going to be a disaster, but I don't know if Oklahoma State's defense is good enough to keep Wisconsin from scoring enough to not hit that 43. But are you going to bet over 43 with the personnel that these teams are moving and the pace of play and what we know about each offense? Probably not. I really do think in this, I hate to say it, but sometimes the best play is no play. And betting into games with this ridiculously convoluted setup, it doesn't equate long-term success in betting. I'm just going to enjoy the chaos that is this one. I think we could probably all sit back and come together on Twitter and enjoy this one. So, but if you'd like to talk about this game in real time, or if you'd like to share your bet, hop on over to our Discord server where you can connect with over 4,000 sports betting fans, get live updates in our college football server, opt-outs, transfers, injury news, coaching, anything you need to know betting bowl season and throughout the offseason going into next year. You're going to find that information in the college football server. So please join it, and be sure to join, hop on the Rolls server and drop an emoji under my name where you'll start getting notifications every time I place a bet, because when I place a bet, I'm putting it in Discord. So I'm sharing it with everyone. You can share your opinions on there and get my real-time numbers, because like I said, this was at 3, this was at 2.5 earlier on. And if you're in our Discord, you're going to get those better numbers in real time. But don't forget to subscribe to Lines YouTube for daily bowl videos just like this one, and comment what side you lean in this game, since I am not committing to a side. Do you have a lean? Do you have an edge? Let me know in the comments. Let me know on Twitter at Road to CFB. But thanks as always for watching. I'm Brett Gibbons, and have a very merry bowl season.